Okay, so this is the circuit that you have to draw. So the question is, there is a RC circuit and we are supposed to find out what is the step response. So here I have shown a RC circuit. So there is only one resistor and one capacitor here, you can see. And this thing is shown here at the input. It is a step response kind of a thing. Okay, so this is Vs. So if I'm saying that it is unit step response, that means the value of Vs is equal to 1. Okay. So that is what I have written. Vs is equal to 1 volt. So output voltage is taken across capacitor. This is a very important thing, has to be mentioned. If we are taking output voltage across resistor, the whole transfer function changes, whole response changes. Okay, so this is understood that we are taking the output voltage across capacitor. Now first thing what we have to do is, so this is input voltage is V in, output voltage is VO. It is not mentioned here, but if you are writing in some assignment or exam, you have to write that. So this is V in, this is VO. V input is the input voltage and VO is the output voltage. And obviously the time has to be, response has to be found in time domain. So x-axis has to be t. So this is first order RC circuit with step input. Vs, that is the supply. S stands for supply also. So either you can call it V in or Vs sometimes. Source, supply, V in, all the things are same. Output voltage is taken across capacitor. Now in Laplace domain, the C becomes 1 by Cs and this S is small. Okay, this is Laplace domain S and R remains R. So that is what is written. Output voltage is taken across capacitor. C becomes Cs in Laplace domain. So this C you are writing, that means circuit is in time domain. If you are writing it in Laplace domain, I have to write 1 upon Cs. And this resistance will remain as resistor R. So input in the Laplace domain is V in S and the output voltage is VOS and the circuit current is IS. So here we have to write V in, here we have to say this is V out and circuit current is IS. So what is V in S? If you are talking about what is the input voltage V in S, so apply KVL. So KVL says that V in S will be R into IS plus 1 upon CS into IS. So if I am taking IS common, so V in S becomes R plus 1 by CS into IS. So this is actually the input voltage as per Kirchhoff's voltage law, KVL. Okay, so voltage across resistor and voltage across capacitor. So voltage is nothing but given by current into impedance. So C in Laplace domain impedance is 1 by CS. R in Laplace domain impedance is R. So overall impedance is R plus 1 by CS and the current flowing is IS. So input voltage V in is equal to R plus 1 by CS into IS. Same thing, output voltage 1 by CS into IS, because output is taken only across capacitor. So output voltage will be 1 by CS into IS. Now what is transfer function? Transfer function is nothing but ratio of output VO divided by input V in. So system transfer function GS, or you can call it TS. Generally GS we are calling as the forward gain, but don't share the notations, don't get confused with the notations. Remember CS by RS. Okay, so GS, TS, anything you can call. So CS by RS, where CS is the output and RS is the input. CS by RS is V output S by V input S. And that is equal to CS by RS. So 1 by CS. So this part 1 by CS into IS. And denominator R plus 1 by CS into IS. So IS gets cancelled. What we get is CS by R is equal to 1 by CS divided by R plus 1 by CS. So in exam this proof might be asked. Very simple proof, very small proof of 2 lines, but we should know how to do it. So what is the numerator? Numerator is nothing but the voltage across capacitor. Denominator is the voltage across resistor and capacitor. So V output by V input is nothing but the ratio of impedances. So only capacitor impedance is 1 by CS and resistor and capacitor impedance is R plus 1 by CS. If you rationalize it, it becomes 1 divided by 1 plus RCS. Or some book you might find they will call it 1 divided by 1 plus tau S. What is tau? Tau is called as time constant of the system, and tau for RC circuit is given by R into C. So transfer function of the system CS by RS, where CS is the output, RS is the input. So CS by RS equal to 1 divided by 1 plus RCS. Now input given to the system is unit step. Unit step means step response with voltage 1. Okay. So whenever I am saying it's unit step, Laplace transform of unit step is 1 by S. Okay. So instead of RS, you can substitute 1 by S. So first step is prove CS by RS equal to 1 by RCS plus 1. So this is a closed loop transfer function. And if I ask you what is the characteristic equation. Characteristic equation is RCS plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, because today morning only we have seen characteristic equation is nothing but denominator equation of transfer function equated to 0. So CS by R is equal to 1 by 1 plus RCS, and transfer function will be 1 plus RCS is equal to 0. From there you can find out what is the value of S. S should be equal to minus 1 by RC, all those things. That is a pole location. So pole of the system is riding in the left hand side at position of minus 1 by RC, and that is a stable system. So RC first order system is a stable system. Now we want to find out output. Output is nothing but CT, small ct. Okay, CS by RS is given. So R we are taking in the right side. So CS equal to RS into 1 by RCS. Now, as I have told you, step response. Step response means response of the system when step input is given to the system. So substitute RS as 1 by S. Because UT, Laplace transform of UT can be equal to 1. So Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 by S. So that's why I am substituting RS as 1 by S. So CS equal to 1 by S into 1 by 1 plus RCS. Then we do partial fraction. So after partial fraction, we do what we are finding is, after partial fraction, this 1 by S into 1 by 1 plus RCS. So 1 by 1 plus RCS is CS by RS, and this 1 by S is RS. So whatever found in the left side is CS. So only this is a two-line proof. This is the transfer function equation, and this is the CS equation. So from transfer function, if you substitute RS is equal to 1 by S, we find what is the equation of CS. So after partial fraction, what we find is CS equal to 1 by S minus 1 by S plus 1 by RC. Then take the inverse Laplace transform and get what is called as time domain equation of CS, that is called as CT. So 1 by S inverse Laplace transform is 1, and 1 by S plus 1 by RC inverse Laplace transform is e raised to minus t by RC. So this is the equation which is asked about. So CT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC. If you substitute RC is equal to tau, then we can get CT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus t by tau. This is actually the output equation of RC circuit in time domain. So this proof is asked. So if you are asked this proof, you have to start from the actual circuit. Then you are supposed to find out what is CS by RS. Then substitute CS is equal to RS into transfer function. Then substitute RS equal to 1 by S, because RS is nothing but the Laplace transform of input UT. Then you find what is called as CS and take the inverse Laplace transform of CS. What you get is CT. So CT is 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC. So e raised to minus t by RC is a exponentially decreasing kind of a response. Okay, and 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC is a incremental kind of a response, which I have tried to show below. Okay, so this is the graph of 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC, which is called as the unit step response output of first order system. So what is 1? 1 is nothing but unit step. So this is nothing but 1 or UT. So this is the input. So this dashed line at the top, you can check this is the input, and this line which is increasing slowly initially and then getting at saturated at this point and staying at that saturated response. So initial response, this part you can call as transient response, and then whenever the output gets saturated, this thing is called as a steady state response. So this is the characteristic. Here 2-3 different important things are there. How can we calculate tau? How can we calculate tau is equal to RC from this characteristic? So remember that this increasing characteristic is a graph of 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC. So if tau is very low at that time, this response will be very steep, very fast, it will be increasing. If tau is very big at that time, this will be very flat. So value of tau is lesser, this will rise faster, that response. And tau value is bigger at that time, this 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC will be flatter response. Okay. So then kind of a conclusion, and there comes the definition of time constant. So time constant definition we can find out from this characteristic. Just check that input is 1 and output of the RC circuit, that is capacitive voltage, is almost going to be 1. Okay, here you can find that the output is not exactly equal to 1, maybe output is 0.98. So input is 1 and output is 0.98. So 1 minus 0.98 is 0.02. That thing is called as steady state error. So what is the steady state error definition? In the next class, we will see a lot about steady state error, how to calculate it. So steady state error is nothing but whenever the system response in time domain reaches the steady state, at that time, whatever is the difference between input and maximum output, that thing is called as steady state error. So input given to the system is 1 volt. It is expected that system will reach that 1 volt after a certain time, after the long time stability, long time. Okay, but we are finding that the output is never reaching that 1 volt. It is getting saturated at 0.98 or maybe 0.97. So it was getting saturated at 0.98 at that time. The difference between 1 and 0.98, that is 0.02. That thing is called as steady state error, and that error will remain forever because output can never be same as input if steady state error exists. What is the definition of time constant? So time constant in first order RC circuit, definition of time constant given by tau. It is the time taken by the capacitor to charge to 63.2% of the final output value. So theoretically, if we assume that this input is reaching to the output is reaching to the input value of 1 volt, so 63.2% of 1 volt is 0.632. So tau, definition of tau, it is the time taken by the capacitor to reach 0.632 volt, and that thing is called as time constant or tau. So 0.632 volt is the amplitude. Time taken to reach that 0.62 volt is given in the x-axis. So this is the time. This is the time in which the output response reaches to 0.62 volt of the input. So as input is 1, 63.2% of that thing is 0.62. So time constant is given in the x-axis. Unit of time constant is tau. So I'll repeat the definition. It is the time taken by the capacitor to reach to 63.2% of its final output. As the final output value is 1, 63.2% is 0.632. And this is how the time constant is defined. Okay. So time constant is defined by this. If the time constant is, if the system is having small time constant, that means it will be steeper response like this. The system will reach to 63.2 faster. Okay. So that is the discussion given below. It is said that unit of time constant is seconds. So time constant is a time. Time constant is given by symbol tau. For any RC circuit, if tau value is high, it means that the capacitor takes more time to charge to the peak value. Means that the circuit is slow. So more is the value of tau means it is a slower circuit. For a circuit where we want very fast response, in that case tau is equal to RC should be very small. Okay, so you keep on reducing the value of C, you keep on reducing the value of R. In that case, the tau value will be very small. If tau value is very small, time constant is very small, system will reach to the peak value very fast. Okay, so fastness and time constant, they are inversely proportional. So system is very fast means tau value is low. Tau value is big means system is slow, like this. So if resistor of the circuit is short circuited, so the same circuit, RC circuit, where you short circuit the value of resistor, or you keep a resistor of 0 ohm value. Okay. So if the resistor of the circuit is short circuited, then the R becomes equal to 0. So R into C, that is tau, also becomes equal to 0. So how can you have a very fast charging? If we are making resistor of the circuit of low value, or if we make resistor is equal to 0, at that time we will find that tau value will be very small. In that case, the circuit will charge very fast. So that is the last line I have written here. For R is equal to 0, the capacitor charges to the peak value, that is final value, very fast. As soon as the input is connected to the capacitor, capacitor gets charged. So here in this diagram above, this is showing actually the charging time of the capacitor. Initially the charging is faster, then as time is going by, charging is getting flatter. That means charging process becomes slow and slow. And after this point, capacitor is not getting charged anymore. It is maintaining at a same charging level. So initially the charging is fast, then the rate of charging becomes slow, and at the same point it saturates, and even if the voltage is connected to the capacitor is not charging anymore. It will remain stable at a same charging point. That point is called as the settling point. Okay. So if R is equal to 0, the capacitor charges to the peak value as soon as the input is connected to the capacitor. So R is equal to 0 means circuit is very fast. As soon as we are connecting the input, capacitor is charged to the peak value. So this is the fastest charging and smallest possible time constant. So question can be asked, what is the smallest time constant possible in case of any circuit? Answer is 0 second. So that is the fastest charging. So how can we attain a 0 second charging time for a RC circuit? Either make R or C is equal to 0. But as we are charging the capacitor, we cannot make C is equal to 0, but we can make R is equal to 0. If you are making resistance of a capacitor is equal to resistance of a circuit is equal to 0, at that time the tau becomes 0, time constant becomes 0, then circuit charges very fast. So this is the first order circuit, and as there is only one energy storing element in the name of capacitor, so the circuit order is equal to 1. So I think I have answered all the questions whichever was shown, that is show a RC circuit and prove for its transfer function. So transfer function CS by RS 1 by RCS. Then find out its step response, that means step response equation. So substitute RS equal to 1 by S, take the value of CS, take inverse Laplace transform, get what is CT. So CT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus T by RC. Then get its response. So 1 minus e raised to minus T by RC will look like this. It will just increasing in the time domain. As the time goes by, it will keep on increasing. So increment rate initial is very high. Just say that this is very steep at the starting. As time goes by, this graph becomes flatter. At one point, it reaches the saturation point, and even if some input voltage is connected, capacitor output voltage will not increase anymore. Okay, so this point, after this point, it is called as saturation. What is known as steady state error? Steady state error is whatever value the response achieves or CT achieves when it is steady state, if that is different from input. So input given is 1, it is expected that capacitor also will charge up to 1 volt, but due to the defect in the capacitor, due to maybe the charge combination inside the capacitor, some path inside the capacitor through which the charges are getting recombined, we are not every time going to get capacitor voltage same as the input voltage. So if input voltage is 1 volt, there may be possible that capacitor maximum will charge up to 0.98 volt. So in that case, whatever is the difference between input and maximum output voltage, that is 0.02 volt, that will be called as steady state error. Finally, the definition of tau, time constant, is the time taken by the circuit to reach to 63.2% of its final output. My final output is 0.98. At that time, you have to find out time in which the capacitor charges up to 0.98 into 63.2% of that. So it will be less than 0.62, it might be 0.625 or something. Okay, so whatever time taken to reach that value of output voltage is called as time constant. Definition of time constant is seconds. So less is the time constant, faster is the system, more is the time constant, slower is the system. So if you want a very fast system, at that time the time constant of the system should be less. And what can be the least time constant? The least time constant can be equal to 0 seconds. How can you get 0 second time constant? If you are making resistor of the circuit as 0 ohm, at the time when you get time constant is equal to 0. And as there is only one capacitor in this circuit, as there is only one charge storing element in the circuit, what we will find is the circuit is having order of 1. Okay, so this is what it is all about. So this question is over, first order system. Now